Imagine giving your rights away like to the weakest people on the planet, the people who couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. They can't even provide for themselves. They can't even hold a job. They're useless people. Imagine redesigning and bending over for those people. Imagine being that big of a... And America runs around talking about how they're the greatest country in the world and we're the land of the free and the home of the brave. You ain't brave. You're scared of these little weak turds. You're scared of being called a bigot or a racist or a homophobe, and because of that, you'll let all this go that ruins the world. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality, guys. Today we have Andy and DJ Cruise the Internet. That's what we're going to do. That's what CTI stands for. It stands for Cruise the Internet. We're going to put up topics on the screen. We're going to talk about what we think is true, pure speculation. I had trouble with that.
I get it. No complaints here.
Yeah. Well, that's like 1 to like 10 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. So
I understand.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk about what's going on in the world. That's the show. Mm-hmm. All right. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right.
Hey.
How about that? How about that?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. What's up, dude?
Hey, man, listen. We got a lot going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got Arte.
Got Arte, man.
Yeah.
Arte's always a good time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing you in that element, bro. Like, it's cool.
What part of the element?
I mean, just like the actual teaching part, bro. Like,
yeah.
This shit's cool to fucking see.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my life for the last 2 decades. You know what I mean? Teaching people how to do shit.
Yeah, it's cool. Always cool to see you in that element.
It's cool to be around people who have the drive and ambition. You know, there's so much toxic laziness and passivity in the world. It's just always good for my mind to be around people who are hungry. Mm-hmm. That's what it does for me.
Well, other real entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's right, man. Not some dumbasses on the internet pretending to be entrepreneurs, selling you all kinds of coaching when they haven't done shit or built shit in their entire life. Yeah. So these are real people doing real things, which is who I like to be around.
Mm-hmm. That should be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time. Well, we got a cruise. We got to cruise the internet. We got some interesting stuff happening.
Bro, do you feel like do you feel like just looking at the internet that everybody's figuring it out now?
Oh, bro,
it feels like it's happening
bro,
super fast.
Listen, we talked about this, man. Like, cause I remember 4 years ago, bro. We talked about this concept of lag time.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like something would happen, and then there was like, at first, it was a fucking 2-year lag time before people, right?
Yeah.
And then it went from 2 years to like 6 months, and then it went from 6 months to like a week.
Now it's like every time they say, people are like, yeah, that's bullshit.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fucking cool to see, man. But like, I'd say this. I look at stuff, I think, it's getting easier to put these outlines together, man, because like
you're learning how to read.
Well, that definitely helps. That definitely helps. But it's like an orchestra. Like everything's like just ties in. I'm just like, oh yeah, and it's like being able to know too that like the people get it, like they get it.
Yeah.
It definitely helps, man. But yeah, reading definitely helps. Reading's good.
Yeah, hooked on phonics
here. Yep.
You were on that hooked on Ebonics, but now you're on hooked on phonics.
No, we had Sylvan learning.
Sylvan learning. Yeah, you didn't go.
No, I didn't, but we had it. All right, man, guys, let's get into this. Before we get to our headlines,
bro, they used to tell me I needed to go to that shit. Those Sylvan, bro.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go. Look, man, I was smarter than all the teachers. That was the problem.
Yeah,
they're up there dude, I'm not lying.
I was not smarter than them.
I was. I still am, motherfuckers, too. Mm-hmm. But I was sitting in the classroom listening to these guys, and I'm like, you guys sound like a bunch of idiots. I'm like 13 years old. Yeah. They're like, why do you get bad grades? I'm like, because I'm not playing along with these dumbasses. Yeah. That was it.
Honestly, I was different. I always did pretty decent in school, man. Like, I was always pretty decent. Honor roll, all of that shit.
Yeah, I never hit honor roll once.
Really?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
My brother sent me one of my old report cards, bro. It had like 2 Fs, a D, and 3 Cs.
Bro, I got my ass beat if I had a B.
Yeah. I didn't.
Like, real shit. My mom was hard on me, but then I was like, yeah.
My dad knew I was smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't good about humbling me. He's like, don't worry about school. It doesn't fucking matter. You're smarter than all these people. Yeah. Like for real, dude. That's what he would tell me.
Yeah.
Can't you see him saying that?
I definitely can see Jim saying that.
He's like, he's like, you ain't gonna need none of this shit. Don't worry about it. He goes, you figure it out. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Yeah, man. Well, let's get into these headlines because we got a lot of stuff happening out there. But before we get to our first headline, let's call it out, okay? We don't just have one dumbass of the day. We got a bunch of them, all right? And we're going to group this all together just very quickly because...
Sounds like an ism coming.
An ism?
An ism.
What do you mean?
Like, well, when you group everybody together, it equals into some sort of ism.
Yo, liberalism is what this is.
All right.
All the fucking media. All the media. They're going all in on this new narrative of cheap fakes. Have you seen this popping up and around?
I mean, yeah, but then I also, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All the media, man. Yeah. All the media. They're the dumbasses for today. Let's dive into this a little bit. You got legacy media outlets appear to have gotten the message straight from the White House on how to handle a rash of recent viral video clips that show an unflattering side of President Joe Biden looking lost, frail, or old. The White House has repeatedly referred to these video clips, many of which were not edited, and provided full context of the situation in which they were taken as, quote, cheap fakes, claiming that they were intentionally deceptive or promoting outright lies about President Biden and his mental state. The same clips, guys, that we show you here on this show, unedited, unfiltered, straight from the sources of this guy shitting his pants. In a statement, quote, they are done in bad faith, and some of your news organizations have been very clear, have stressed that the right wing critics of the president have a credibility problem because of the fact checkers have repeatedly caught them pushing misinformation, disinformation. That's straight from KGP. The White House press secretary. She says, continuing saying, quote, and so we see this, and this is something coming from your part of the world, calling them cheap fakes and misinformation. Now, what do you mean, DJ? All of the media outlets are on the same foot here. Here's a clip I just want to show you very quickly. Check this out.
There's a narrative that Joe Biden is an old man, of course, and I'm not disputing that he's not 81 years old, but
we are going to separate the fact from the fiction because there are a lot of videos going around about President Biden on social media.
These videos, I mean, they're blatant lies.
They are lying to their audience.
Making up and distorting things about the current president.
Trying to get people to believe visuals that aren't real.
The videos are oftentimes made up.
Deceptively edited videos known as cheap fakes.
A cheap fake, at least that's what the White House calls this viral video of President Biden.
The White House says there's a cheap fake problem.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes, videos of real events that are intentionally manipulated.
We're hearing about so-called cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Distorted, out of context videos, chopped up in certain ways, constructed in certain ways.
Look at him. Look at Biden. It is not true. He was fine, but they are creating this narrative.
The technology is just going to get more and more efficient at making these videos look more and more real when they're really not.
Cheap fakes. Now, this lockstep thing that was, first of all, we know they're lying directly to our fucking faces. But this lockstep, Andy, like, you know, we talk about it all the time. Like, how do you get a group of people, companies, to be in lockstep and deliver the exact same message at the exact same time? And it's funny, guys, because I got the fucking data for you. Check this out. In the last 3 days, all mainstream media have spent over 49 hours total talking about these cheap fakes, which did not even appear until 6/15. That's June 15th of 2024, before the word even became popular on these news sites. There's the data. There's the real data. So what is really a cheap fake? It's any unedited video of Joe Biden's cognitive decline that the Biden administration does not want the public to see. These are the real cheap fakes. Andy, what do you got on this?
Well, first off, they got a lot of nerve talking about how they deceptively edit videos and they're okay with that as long as it's not hurting them. You know, like remember when COVID started and they were showing videos of people falling down in the streets to make people scared, and then come to find out a lot of this was bullshit. Most of it was.
Or the video of Joe Rogan that they clearly put a
made
filter
yellow
over it.
Yeah, they made his face yellow to make him look sick.
That's fine.
You know, I mean, we could go on and on and on with the deceptive videos. You mean like standing in front of a burning building and saying,
mostly
peaceful protests going on out here. You mean like that? Like, bro, these people, and if you have ever read or even read excerpts of George Orwell's 1984, he talks about how they will show you something with your eyes and they will tell you not to believe it. And we see these videos. These are not edited videos. This is the reality of what's happening. And now these people have no other option because the bottom's falling out of everything that they have going on to say, well, this is edited or this is manipulated or what did we fucking Photoshop this dude shitting his pants?
Right.
Do we Photoshop this dude, video edited this dude sniffing all these kids? Falling down, not being able to go up steps, walking off the stage, going the wrong way, not knowing where the fuck he is, turning into a frozen robot. Like, bro, this is what's going on. We all see it. These people are total traitors to the United States. And it is what it is, bro. Like, imagine sitting there. Like, first of all, imagine how stupid they think you are.
Right.
Okay.
It's an insult.
It's totally insulting, bro. It's like walking in on your spouse having sex with another person and them looking at you and be like, I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing that.
Right.
Dude, you're crazy.
We're playing bingo.
Yeah. Right. Like, dude, that's like complete. It's past the point of gaslighting. It's now like complete disrespectful manipulation. They don't care if we know that they're lying. They're just going to continue to lie. And that's a very, very, very common and called out trait of communists. That is what they do. They do not care if you know that they're lying. They just say what they believe they want the history books to read. That's what they're playing for, bro. They understand that you and me and all of us eventually will be dead and we won't be alive to tell the story. So these clips for them are not for now. These are for when we look back 20 years from now. Right. And they say, yeah, there was a right-wing revolution and we squashed it and we genocide. We killed them all and we saved America. And here's what we were dealing with. They were like, and that's what this is about.
Cheap fake.
And it should scare people because this is not about like making you believe it. This is about making your grandchildren believe it and then justifying the heinous acts that they intend to commit against the people who resist what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. And people don't understand that, dude. People think like, how could they just get up there and lie? How could they just get up there and say shit? Do you remember when Biden was in Belgium and he made that speech, or maybe he's in Poland, and he made that speech about how we needed to remove Putin from power? And then he came back and did that speech in front of the White House where he got super aggressive and it was red in the background and he was saying all this crazy shit. Bro, when they talk about removing Putin from power and it doesn't make sense, right? And when they talk about domestic terrorism here in the United States, and they talk about white people being the domestic terrorists, and we're all looking around like, what? What are you talking about? So the patriotic Americans that you celebrated forever and ever and ever are now the problem, and you're going to fucking lump them in as a terrorist group and watch them? They say this shit for the future version of history that they're going to show your grandchildren. This is not about, they already have planned out what they're going to do here. And we have to start looking ahead and anticipating and thinking, why are they saying this? Why are they saying this that we all know is a lie so confidently? They're not saying it for you, bro. They're saying it for the clips that are going to exist 20, 30 years from now to justify why they did what they plan on doing, which is very bad for anybody that doesn't go along with these people.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's my take on it.
No, I mean, I see it the same, bro. I see it the fucking same.
Bro, all these people that are getting paid to go up there and lie, if the power flips, all these people should go to jail at a minimum. At a minimum. The fact that we have people in power that are willing to completely lie and completely manipulate the population, honestly, like in my world and how I think, and it's probably good I'm not president, but I'd fucking execute these people. That's me. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's what I would do to these people. That's exactly what needs to happen, in my opinion, because these people are willing to lie, cheat, and steal to oppress you and me, to create hardship for you and me, and our kids and our children and our grandchildren. And they are the tip of the spear. These people in the media who are willing to sell their integrity down the drain to push an agenda for evil people. And that's just the media is as guilty as the people who coordinated all of this, because they have a moral choice to stand up for what they know is true versus what they are told to do. And they are all choosing what they are told to do. Actually, they made that choice a long time ago, thinking that that side was going to win. And now we're in a situation where 70 to 80% of the people know these people are full of shit. And so now they're panicking because they're like, oh, fuck, we picked the wrong team. Yeah. So this is where this panic is coming from. I was watching a couple of news broadcasts last night just to see what was going on, because it was, Juneteenth, right? And dude, they went on and on and on every one of the channels about how Trump's support from the black community is a mirage. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's a alt-right wing talking point. Like, listen, motherfucker, it is real. We see it everywhere. Black people are waking up and they're realizing that they're doing the same thing to Trump as they've done to black people for 40 fucking years. And they're figuring out that the Democrats aren't who they said that they are. They're figuring it out, bro. So like, and now their way to overcome that is to try and gaslight people and say it's not true, it's total BS, it's not happening. No, it is happening. And the further they try to lie about it and the harder they push those lies, the faster it happens, which I think is comical.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. I think too, at a bare minimum, man, like think about it like this. And the lens, if you guys have, some for whatever reason, they're still on the still in their sleep, for lack of a better term. Bare minimum, man, this is election interference, right? Like, this guy is up, he's a front runner, supposedly, their main guy to lead the Democratic Party, and this is who's supposed to be on the ballot. And these are like some serious concerns of his health, right? Mental health, physical health, and they are trying to deny the American people from even knowing that it's real. Yeah. That is election interference.
Well, so is having a debate that isn't a debate.
Right.
So is putting a debate where there's no crowd, there's left-wing moderators, you can't talk, the microphones are turned off in between, there's no actual debate, it's just making statements while they're both on stage because they're trying to protect this guy from getting destroyed. They all know that he's going to get destroyed. So if he's healthy, competent, and as Joe Biden says, he's not a good leader in spite of his age, he's a good leader because of his age, then let it fucking rip, dude. Let's see what he's got. If he's that good and that intelligent and that on top of things, he should have no problem handling a bigot like Trump.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Quote unquote bigot.
Right. Right. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments.
I think people are sick of it, dude.
I think people are too. And if they're not, they should be.
Yeah.
If they're not, they're fucking
Bro,
should be.
at the very least, it's insulting to get lied to like this. Like, at the very least, you should be able to realize, and I think people do, dude, at this point, that these people think that we're a bunch of dumb fucks. And most of the comments that support Biden on the internet at this point are bots. If you just click into them, you can tell they're bots. And the real people that are doing it are just stubborn people that don't want to let go of their quote-unquote identity that they've built to be one of these fucking saviors over there on the progressive left, and they're too stupid to know what's going on. They're unintelligent people. They don't read history. They ignore data. They look past anything real. They talk and make their entire worldview based around what they're told from the media or what they feel, which is not reality, bro.
No, it's not. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. With that being said, let's get into our headlines. Remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them linked there. With that being said, headline. Number one. Let's talk about friends. Right? Friends are friends. Friends take care of friends. Isn't that right, Andy?
I mean, usually.
Yeah, like a good friend. I mean, real true friends, right?
I mean, I think friends actually don't just take care of you. I think they push you to be better and they make you be better.
100%. And I think a great example of this is Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong Un. Let's look at this. Putin gifts car buff Kim Jong Un a fancy limousine, dagger, and visit to North Korea. So
remember the last time we covered this, and Kim loved Putin's limo,
and so Putin gave it to him.
The same,
exactly. He just gave one.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
That's cool.
That's fucking. That's what friends do,
that is
right?
cool. Yeah,
we're friends, right?
We're getting there.
Let's dive into this. What does one dictator bent on world domination?
Motherfucker, what do you drive?
Oh, I got a nice Denali.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got that Cullen though.
Yeah.
That Cully's nice.
Cully is nice.
Yeah, Cully's nice.
We're getting there.
What does one dictator bent on world domination give another? Limo, tea sets, and daggers, of course.
Got to give him a dagger.
Yeah, bro.
If that were me, I would be a flamethrower though.
I did give you a flamethrower.
That is true.
I did give you one.
Yeah, for my birthday.
I did. Oh,
that's a good fucking friend.
Just wait till I see what I got you this birthday.
Great.
You're gonna shit your pants.
I hope not,
because it's a laxative. You're gonna pull a Biden.
Yeah, no shit.
No, but so during his first visit to North Korea in nearly a quarter century this week, Russian President Vladimir Putin came bearing gifts to Kim Jong Un, with a big unveil being a Russian-made Aurus limousine. Kim, reportedly a major car enthusiast and collector, beamed as he jumped in beside Putin at the wheel of the limo, and they hit the highway side by side, bro.
He drove it?
He fucking drove it. The car is just the latest in Kim's collection, which includes numerous Mercedes, a Maybach limo, and a Rolls-Royce Phantom, according to the BBC. In February, Putin gave Kim a first Aurus limousine, the Russian leader's official presidential car. Putin also gifted Kim on Wednesday a Russian Navy dagger and a tea set, which Kremlin aide Yuri Yukashov said was, quote, very beautiful to Russian state media. So here's Putin showing off his car. He just gave it to him.
Damn, that looks like a Rolls.
It's made by, I believe that's where they knocked it off of. It's like the Russian knockoff.
Yeah.
Like
shit, that looks a lot like a Rolls.
Now, in comparison, so this is what Kim typically drives.
Oh, yeah, this is way better.
Way
big.
better.
That's a huge upgrade.
Bro,
that's
fucking badass.
That is badass.
And you know it's bulletproof. I mean, look at the fucking
Putin should
windows.
give me one of those, man.
I think you should.
I've been over here saying nice things about him. Getting yelled at.
Yeah, but look how happy they are, bro. Look how fucking... You're telling me these guys are dictators?
Bro, listen, man.
Come
this
on.
is some funny shit.
Bro, they're rolling, bro. They're rolling. Now,
real talk, bro. If that were me, bro, they got a split fucking console just like a Rolls.
Yeah, it looks just like a Rolls, bro. It looks just like a Rolls, bro.
Huh, that's cool.
That fucking thing is badass.
Bro, I'm jealous I didn't get to ride with them.
Who can come ride with us, man? We got some cars.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big vodka guy, but we can make something happen.
Yeah.
I get a little weird on vodka. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little weird.
Like, what do you mean by weird?
Like a little weird.
Like butt stuff weird?
No, not butt, feet stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Feet stuff, yeah. Vodka's weird to me, man.
Yeah, let's stay away from the vodka.
Now, in all reality, these guys are happy, but there was some business that was done while Putin went to North Korea. So let's talk about that just a little bit. What's known and not known about the partnership agreement signed by Russia and North Korea. So they just signed this massive agreement together. So let's dive into this. Both Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un say a new strategic partnership is a breakthrough, but what it means for their relationship is still uncertain. The pact requires both countries to use all available means to provide immediate military assistance in the event of a war, according to North Korean state media. While the agreement, inked Wednesday at a summit in Pyongyang, could represent the country's strongest deal signed after the Cold War, there are differing opinions on how strong the security commitment is. So Kim claimed that the deal elevated bilateral relations to the level of an alliance, which Putin was more understated and did not call it an alliance. North Korean state media released the text of the agreement, which also includes broader cooperation in military, foreign policy, and trade. Russia has not published its version of the text, but relationships between sprawling Russia and small, isolated North Korea, both of them nuclear powers, have warmed significantly in recent years amid Russia's growing acrimony in the West over the invasion of Ukraine and suppression of all domestic opposition. So one of the biggest things, which is obviously going to be this mutual aid relationship, military powers that be little combo they got going on. So most of the debate over the partnership agreement revolves around the article that pledges mutual aid. According to North Korean state media, the section states that if one of the countries gets invaded and is pushed into a state of war, the other must deploy, quote, all means at its disposal without delay to provide, quote, military and other assistance. Now, it's interesting. I mean, there's a weird, like, to me, that just sounds weird. Right? Because I don't really see Russia physically being invaded. I don't really see North Korea physically being invaded. But either one being pushed into a state of war, I think it's just interesting language. And that's what got everybody in a frenzy right now. But it also says that such actions must be in accordance with the laws of both countries. In Article 51 of the United Nations Charter, which recognizes a UN member state's right to self-defense. Which is, again, like, it's just weird language that they're including in this. And I don't really know what it means. To some analysts, that sounds like a promise that either nation would intervene if the other comes under attack, renewing a pledge made under a 1961 treaty between North Korea and the Soviet Union. That deal was discarded after the collapse of the USSR, replaced in 2000 by one that offered weaker security assurances. So they just really solidified their pact, not only on paper, but with the joyride and the new Auris. Andy, what do we got on this?
Looks like a good time to me.
Hey, bro, if somebody fuck with you, I got you.
That's what it sounds like.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's what strategic partnerships are about. Mm-hmm. And, you said you don't see Russia being invaded. Well, I don't know about that because they've been floating that all through NATO, and even Biden said some stuff like that. So
yeah, Blinken did say I mean,
yeah, but the funny thing is, no Americans want to do that,
right?
And I think Putin knows that. Putin knows that American people don't want what's going on with the American government. He said so many times, but they won't allow his speeches to be played here. So right. He understands, and I believe he's even said that he believes that our country is occupied. Meaning that these guys stole the election and they're fucking, illegitimate. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, man. Putin is not the terrorist that we've been led to believe. That's just a fact. Yeah. And if you dig into it at any level, he's just not what they say he is. And I believe that he has discretion and he has an understanding of what's going on here that even maybe a lot of citizens don't have.
Mm-hmm. I think he's showing enormous restraint.
That's what I think too. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
I think he's being poked over and over again. And because he knows that the American people don't support Joe Biden and Lindsey Graham and all these fucking warmongering fuckheads, I think he is showing restraint. And I think him, sending that sub and those warships down to Cuba, I think that's to show them that, like, bro, I could take you out right now. Like you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What would stop him from just hitting Washington, D.C. and saying, all right, you guys are liberated.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do your thing now.
Yeah. I mean, who knows, dude? But, like, it's clear that everybody's posturing for war. And regardless of who's what and what people believe about which person or which party, the reality is I believe they're going to try to start a major conflict between now and November. I believe they're going to try to do everything they can, as I've been telling you guys for a number of years now. I believe they're going to try to make a big deal out of this bird flu shit. I believe they're going to try to make riots around the migration shit. And I believe they're going to try to start off a war to create as much chaos as possible, with the potential of potentially not having elections. I believe them trying to assassinate Trump is on the table for them. I think these people are completely unhinged, and they're very dangerous because they're very clearly losing at a massive scale. Millions of people are changing their minds about Biden on a daily basis or almost daily basis. So that makes them very dangerous. You know, nothing's more dangerous than a violent animal that you've cornered into a corner, and that's where they are. And, you know, while it's cool that they're losing, I think people need to keep their head in a swivel and understand that there's a high likelihood that some major catastrophic shit could be happening between now and probably will happen between now and November. And I think anybody with a brain's expecting it, which, dude, that in itself is punishable by death, in my opinion. Like, we're not supposed to be dealing with this. We're not supposed to be dealing with what's going on in the world. We don't exist to serve them. They are supposed to serve us. And we are being treated as if we are there to serve them, and this is their country and their power, and they are able to do anything that they want to hang on to it, including ruining the lives or even getting killed tens of millions of Americans. So that's my take on it. I think these people are very evil. And I think everybody should be very concerned about what they're going to try to do. And I hope that people, and you know, it's unfortunate because people should have called for accountability harder after COVID, and they didn't. And these people are still here. You know what I mean? So when's the accountability? When are people going to start calling for real accountability? When are people going to start understanding that these people need to be made an example of for hundreds of years? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. I don't think people stop and step back, bro, and say, this is not how our life is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be chaotic. It's not supposed to be stressful. It's not supposed to be artificially divided between different cultures and races. We're not supposed to be taxed into poverty. We're not supposed to be fucked with the way that we are by these people. And people have gotten so used to it that they just think that's the way it is. And that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not what this country was founded upon. That's not how it was. Bro, think of even how it was before 2020.
Yeah.
Like, think of how, you know what I'm saying? Like, ever since COVID happened, it's just been nonstop chaos. And they've done that intentionally, dude. And if you really want to, like, break it down, they've stolen 4 years of your life that you're not going to get back. They made the economy super fucking hard for anybody to be successful in. They've created situations where people's families have been ruined, people's lives have been ruined, their businesses have been closed, and they've done this for their own gain. And dude, like, it's treasonous shit. And you could tell it's treasonous because if you were to take Joe Biden, and it's a fact that they've accepted money from other places, if you were to take Joe Biden and you were to say, what would you do to destroy America? He's done all of those things. If you were just to ask yourself, if he's not destroying America, and he intended to destroy America, just hypothetically, you don't believe me, you think I'm full of shit, and you think that's not happening. Well, hypothetically, if he was, what would he be doing different than he's doing now? And I don't think people stop to think about that because it's very obvious what's happening. People just don't want to believe it because if you have to believe it, that means you have to do something about it. And if you have to do something about it, that means you have to get uncomfortable. And the thing is you are better off getting mildly uncomfortable now than experiencing what they are trying to create, which will create massive disruption in your life and maybe even the destruction of it.
Yeah. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. Let us know. Love to hear your thoughts. With that being said, let's go check out some of these thoughts and opinions and speculations because that's what the fuck they are. I cruise the comment section, man. Oh, hey. All right. At Zayon Kibber, 2510. Andy, this question's for you. Andy, please tell us how you walk around with such big balls. I wish I had such nuts as you made. No pun intended.
Oh, man. You know.
Listen, man, they ain't that big, guys. Relax.
You know, it's just a little baby powder, bro. Yeah. You know, at first when you walk around, you get a little chafing and all that, but I figured it out. You know, just a couple smacks of baby powder, you know, That works pretty well.
That's old school, bro.
Yeah.
That's old school.
Yeah, it's got a poof like all over. Otherwise, it doesn't count. So, it's pretty much that. I don't.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, shouldn't everybody have big balls? Because what happens when they come and take the people with big balls and they put them in prison or cut their heads off and shit? Maybe everybody else should grow some big balls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe if we all had big balls, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, that's real shit. That's real shit.
Who doesn't like big balls?
I mean, I don't think I like I like having them.
Yeah, that means you like
them. But not like
on your chin.
This sounds so gay. This sounds so gay. Next comment. Let's just move on. You got a response to your open interviews for a new co-host.
Okay, cool.
All right, I got one here from you.
All right.
New candidate here. At Caleb Wire 9766, he says, I'm officially expressing my interest in the new open spot for co-host. Some of my skills include pronouncing ask properly, can work computers, will not steal bikes, can produce trophy-winning jokes, have a 5th grade reading level, can in fact see what you're saying. I am confident you will find that I am more than qualified. I look forward to your response.
Hired. You reaching out to you shortly.
That's pretty good.
Oh, fuck these people.
Can in fact see what you're saying. That's freaking ribbon on me. Yeah, you know what, Caleb? That's pretty fucking funny.
All right.
This guy's funny. See, our people are funny, dude.
All right, yeah.
You know why? It's because they're smart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At least you won't steal bikes.
I haven't even stolen. I've had my shit stolen.
How'd you get 2 bikes?
Next comment. This final one, man, it comes from at Mig Gia 2015. He says, first of all, this dude is fucking yoked. He says, Andy not knowing what chitlins are revokes his black card.
I know that you guys all talk about them. I just don't know what the fuck they actually are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's not knowing what they are then.
Well, I mean, I know you eat them.
Yeah. He definitely eats them. This motherfucker's yoked.
Yeah, well,
Good
I mean,
Lord.
look. I get my black card taken for one fucking thing. Is that how this works? One thing, I get it taken.
Yeah, I think he deserves another chance, man.
Yeah, come on, man. We got to talk about deposits versus withdrawal. That's one withdrawal for millions of deposits, man.
All right.
Let's be fair.
I mean, let me see. Okay, are we doing Okay, all right. Here's your chance. Fanta or Shasta?
This is a trick question.
I fucking tried. I tried.
It's Fanta.
No, it's Shasta.
I'm just guessing at this point. Yeah.
This motherfucker didn't even know that crack was made from coke.
Joe, come on, stop.
Oh my God.
Stop it.
All right. See?
A couple days ago.
See?
Stop it.
See?
Stop it. That's not the same.
Yeah, see?
Stop it.
That's worse.
This guy.
Fanta's fucking good.
But we can't afford Fanta, bro. It's Shasta's. That's what we got.
You know, it's your limited thinking that keeps you poor. You should be shooting for the Fanta. When you say we can't afford Fanta,
I can afford Fantas now.
Well, that's because you're shooting for the stars. Mm-hmm. Shoot for the moon, and you land among the stars.
That's what they say.
That should go viral on the internet for some motivational content
for black people.
No, like all these guys on the internet. Hey guys, don't forget, shoot for the moon, and you'll land among the stars. Mm-hmm. Give me a heart below if you like that. Motherfucker, people comment on your shit if they like it because it's good. You ain't got to tell them to.
It's gay.
But anyway, while we're at it, share the show.
Share the show. Guys, I appreciate you guys for being real ass fans. Thank you guys for liking and commenting. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell notification to stay up to date with all the new misinformation because we don't miss it.
We definitely don't.
We don't miss it. Guys, headline number 2. Let's keep this, I almost said trans moving. Let's keep this train moving on trans. This is a crazy fucking story. All right, we got to dive into this a little bit because it's interesting. This headline reads, Transgender woman guns down parents in Utah home, sparking massive manhunt. Police. This is wild. This is wild. So a transgender woman, so a man, allegedly gunned down his parents inside their Utah home Tuesday night, according to police and reports. Mia Bailey, which is what he goes by, whom police said wears wigs and changes his appearance frequently, I guess you can do that when you identify as two people, was cornered and arrested Wednesday after an extensive manhunt that spanned several hours. Cops warned he was to be considered armed and dangerous while he was still on the loose. So here's a picture. Here's a picture of him. He kind of looks like Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, take the wig off.
Yeah.
There's his mugshot. All right. But yeah, so he was arrested. So this guy killed both of his parents, allegedly, and took police on a wild manhunt for him, and they found him. So, quote, "We have some good news." Officer Tiffany Mitchell with the St. George Police Department announced on Facebook, "We have the suspect in custody. Everyone is safe. No one else was injured." Here's a quick clip. And just to show you, because like I mean, this article, right? They're using her and she and
yeah. Why do they keep empowering these people?
I don't know. You know
what I'm saying? This is mental fucking illness.
I thought they didn't like guns. Why is it there's so many of these people with guns and they don't like them?
Well, hold on. Why is it that there's so many people who are transgender, quote unquote, shooting people and killing people and creating violence? And they say, oh, it's because we won't accept them. No, it's not that. It's because they're so fucking confused that they hate the fucking world for one reason or another. They either hate the world because the world won't bend their reality to fit the story they've told themselves, or two, they're mad at the world for not, they're mad at their parents or whatever for, not agreeing with whatever it is they're trying to do.
Right, not accepting them.
Yeah, bro, listen, man. Anytime you expect the entire world to bend their factual, statistical, biological reality to your made-up story and worldview, you're going to be disappointed because 95% of people aren't going to do it.
No. Here's something. I was just looking at this picture real quick. Is that a butt plug?
I don't know.
I'm pretty, bro.
No, that's a sound machine, bro. I've seen those on the internet. That's like a ambient sound machine
that goes in your butt.
I don't know, but I know that that's what that is. I've seen it. It does look like a butt plug, though.
Looks like a butt plug.
Yeah,
has the bass and everything, so it doesn't get lost. I know what butt plugs look like. Joe, everybody knows what. Stop. Listen, Joe's
butthole's that big.
No,
some of the motherfuckers are though.
Some are. Bro, did you know the human anus can stretch up to 8 inches?
Yeah, how do you know that?
Well, because there was this thing. It's like put a raccoon up your ass. I'm like, oh no, like it's a
man. You're into some weird ass shit, bro.
It's my algorithms, bro. They're fucked up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It used to be people put a fucking yeah. That's right. Drinking too much fucking vodka. You know a lot of weird shit, man.
Hey, man,
who the fuck sticks a raccoon up their ass?
I don't know, but
is that a real thing?
Statistically, and you could because the average raccoon.
What do you think it would do when
like
it was
4
in there?
Inches. Die, probably. Yeah. Here's the video of the arrest. Now, I want to point something out because this is interesting. You gotta listen very closely here, to the officers in the very first 3 seconds. Okay, so check this out.
Oh, there it is.
You hear that?
No.
Said there he is.
Oh, there it is.
There he is. Yeah, they ain't playing with it. Yeah, they're not playing with it. But yeah, so this is the video of him being arrested. Is that a Nazi salute?
Oh, he's pointing.
Yep, so this goes on. He surrenders. Yeah, so he's 28 years old. He was immediately identified as the primary suspect after gunfire erupted around 7 p.m. in a home in Washington in southwest Utah near the Arizona border. The bodies of a woman and a man, both suffering gunshot wounds, were found in the living room, according to police. Now, police did not make clear the relationship between the deceased and Bailey, but records show that Bailey shared the home with the slaughter, or where the slaughter occurred, with a Joseph and Gail Bailey, ages 70 and 69 years old. And then one of the deceased, their brother, went to social media and confirmed that the pair's killer was their child. He says in a statement, quote, "My sister Gail and her husband Blue Bailey were shot dead tonight. I'm numb," he wrote in a post that was seen by them. Now, again, I didn't think they like guns. These people are obviously fucking sick. They're like, they need something, right? What they don't need is more acceptance and more people going along with their fucked up reality. But that's exactly what people do, right? In all levels. Have you seen this? Pilots union suggests changing cockpit to flight deck for inclusivity.
Maybe we should change it to Pussy Pit. That sounds like a fucking dirty strip club.
I ain't going there.
Yeah.
I ain't going there.
Yeah, that's like where you go. That's where you go, like when you're really fucked up.
Bro,
And there ain't
last night was a movie.
Where'd you go?
Pussy Pit.
Oh man, fuck, dude! I can't believe you guys went there. I thought I smelled something.
I swear to God, I'm gonna marry her. A union representing more than 70,000 commercial pilots has suggested changing words like cockpit to flight deck to be more sensitive to women and the LGBTQ plus employees. The Airline Pilots Association International, or ALPA, the world's largest airline pilot union, has taken a stab at making gendered language more inclusive to its diverse members in an inclusive language reference guide. The controversial guide, which was initially published back in 2021, directs pilots to refrain from using masculine words such as guys, airmen, manpower, and cockpit to reflect the diversity we have at ALPA and to, quote, create a more inclusive workplace. Quote, while the word cockpit dates back to the 1900s, it has been and may be used in a derogatory way to exclude women in the piloting profession.
When has that ever happened? Give me one example of that.
Yeah.
Give me one example where a fucking woman was not offered an opportunity because the fucking place where you drive the plane is called a cockpit.
Yeah.
One time. It's fucking bullshit. This has nothing to do with this. This has to do with the removal of fucking culture and truth and reality. It's the same reason that they renamed the Redskins and they renamed the Cleveland Indians and they canceled Aunt Jemima. But fucking Quaker Oaks, dude, is okay. But take away Uncle Ben. It's about removing the heroes and the truth and the reality of American citizens so there can be no pride and nationalism that exists. Now, you're probably saying, well, how the fuck does the word cockpit have to do with that? It doesn't, but it's the trend of all of the shit, okay? Oh, all right, remove guys. Okay, hey, people.
Yeah, right.
Don't say airmen. Hey, air they. All the air theys. Manpower, people power, cockpit, pussy pit. Like, bro, this is ridiculous shit.
Bro.
It's ridiculous shit. Never in the history of the earth has a woman been excluded from flying because the fucking part of the plane was called the cockpit.
Yeah. Now, she was excluded
And
from
let's be
flying.
real, most of the women probably like to be in the cockpit.
Real women.
Complain about that, fucking bitches. What?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, this is bullshit.
It's complete bullshit. So, yeah, so the union offered to direct their pilots to refer to the front cabin of the plane as flight deck, which has nothing. I mean, it's just fucking stupid. So you got that. So I tried to do a little digging, right? Like, who are these people, right? Like, who runs this board? Who are their executives of the ALPA? And I was surprised, right? You know what I was expecting. You guys know what I was expecting. You know what I was expecting, right? I didn't get that. Instead, I got a bunch of cucks. I got a Captain Wendy Morse. But, I mean, they don't look terrible.
No, these are fucking people who are doing, this is what I'm saying. the cockpit don't have anything to do with what I'm talking about, but these are just dumb people who are trying to virtue signal their fucking empathy, and we care.
Mm-hmm.
We care about you. We care about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they don't fucking give a shit.
No.
These are fucking clown, spineless nerds that are sitting around a table and they're like, I don't know. I guess that's okay. Like, it probably got suggested by the one woman on this board because there's only one, and all the rest of them dudes tucked their fucking cocks in between their butt cheeks and said, you can have whatever you want because they didn't want to get sued or yelled at or called a bigot. That's probably the truth.
Now,
you get these guys in private and you say, hey, Steve, why did you fucking name this that? And he goes, fuck, I don't know, bro. Like, you know how things are right now.
Wendy wouldn't shut the fuck up.
That's the problem with society, though.
Yeah.
Like, bro, these people in public will say one thing and they will go along with all this shit. And then you get them in private and you say, hey, Captain Jason, why the f did you do this? Dude, you know how things are right now. It's just the way of the times. You can't say anything. It's total cowardice, lack of leadership, lack of spine, and it's ridiculous shit. And dude, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Now, I did. Like I said, most of the people, like you said, they're like that. But I found one person that may be the culprit here. This guy is definitely responsible for this. Just look at his picture. He definitely did it.
That guy looks like a 50-year-old virgin. Why do you think he did it? Just because he looks like that?
Just look at his face, man.
Oh.
He fucking hates cocks.
No, he loves cocks. he wanted to rename Cockpit so he could keep all the cocks to himself.
He just wanted to call it cocks.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Andy, guys. Oh, man. Fuck.
Yeah. That's ridiculous, dude. It's
crazy.
Absurd. You fucking people who believe this shit is bullshit, stop going along with it in public and start saying what you say in private in public. Oh, why do you go, dude? You know how things are, man. You can't say anything. It's my job.
Yeah, and they pussies, man.
I don't even fucking care if they rename it. It's just the principle of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's rename the Washington Redskins an honorable Native American fucking war hero of bravery and strength and power and leadership. And let's name them the Commanders, the people who killed those people.
Right. Oh, fuck, man.
You get what I'm saying?
It's fucked up.
Let's take away Aunt Jemima. That's fucking racist.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to say? There can't be any black fucking business heroes that create an awesome product? Can't do that?
Right.
What, is that exclusive for other people? Is that, this is fucking insane, dude. These people are just fucking insane.
Yep.
They're insane people. We should stop letting the tail wag the dog. We should start telling these people to eat shit. It is that simple. Like, bro, the guy who made the comment on big balls, I don't have big balls. I just tell people I don't agree with to suck a dick. I don't care. What are you going to say to me? What are you going to do to me, bro? What are you going to take from me? I don't work for these motherfuckers. I don't bank with these motherfuckers. I don't have any debt. Fuck them. Okay? Start telling people to eat shit and they'll stop bothering you. These people, these are like bullies, bro. They hit you for the milk money every single day until you knock their teeth out, and then they leave you alone. And that's what these people are. These are the weakest, sickest, physically weak people in the world, the least active people in the world. They don't contribute to society. They don't even have a job. And we're out here as corporate America and as society trying to appease this small group of up, mentally ill people.
Yeah, while they're out murdering their parents.
It's time to tell them to eat shit. When they, dude, oh, you don't like that? Too bad. Grow up, become powerful, do something about it. Why are we pacifying these fucking crybaby temper tantrum pussies? Why? It's fucking insane, bro. These are the kids you gave participation trophies to. These are the kids you told were super special. These are the kids you told they could be anything they want, including the opposite gender. And look how they behave in society now. They make demands. They say, you're going to do this, or we're going to picket you, or we're going to cancel you online. Bring it on, motherfuckers, because some of us don't give a shit. It's not about big balls. It's about realizing that they don't have any real power. And because the average American thinks they have power, they sit there in fucking silence while these people rape you of your fucking rights. Imagine giving your rights away like to the weakest people on the planet. The people who couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. They can't even provide for themselves. They can't even hold a job. They can't take care of anything. They're useless fucking people. Imagine redesigning and bending over for those people. Imagine being that big of a fucking pussy. Real talk. Imagine that. And America runs around talking about how they're the greatest country in the world and we're the land of the free and the home of the brave. You ain't fucking brave. You're scared of these little weak turds. You're scared of being called a bigot or a racist or a fucking homophobe. And because of that, you'll let all this shit go that ruins the fucking world. And then you got all these, pro 2A warrior dudes who built their entire presence of the world about how badass they were up until 2020. And as soon as cancel culture got bad, they shut the fuck up.
Pussy shit, man. Pussy shit. Guys, jump in on that conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. Let us know. With that being said, let's get to our third and final headline. I got one of your other favorite people up here.
Who's that?
Gavin Newsom. He's getting trolled, though.
Good, he should.
And it's pretty funny, too.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom impersonator Josh Meyers sets the internet ablaze with incredible spoof of California governor. I only vape Merlot. So let's dive into this.
It's funny because you could see him doing it.
It's fucking true.
Yeah.
Listen, this is very convincing. So a comedian's vape-toting fratty impersonation of liberal California Governor Gavin Newsom, exaggerating the lefties' eccentricities, has made a viral mark. Josh Meyers, 48, has been on TV and in movies for decades, including several seasons on Mad TV and Date Movie. He's also the brother of late-night host Seth Meyers. But on a different talk show where he's made the Newsom character, which he calls a mix of a frat boy and Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, a favorite. Meyers has been doing the impression for over a decade, including on a mock talk show called The Gavin Newsom Show that aired on the Al Gore-owned Current TV. He's even performed the impression on his brother's NBC show. However, it's on Jimmy Kimmel's show where the impression has caught the notice of viewers and even the governor himself. Here's the clip. Let's check this out.
A message from the 40th governor of California.
What's up, guys? It's your lovin' Govin, here to drop some about Prop 83. Prop 83 is a spending bill designed to make new investments in a freaking butt ton of underfunded sectors in our great state, like renewable energy. Cali leads the nation's solar power, which is rad. But what about lunar power? I believe the moon is capable of so much more than just controlling your Aunt Diane's ovulation cycle. Ooh, take it. Thank you. Let's put the moon to work for us. You know we crush it when it comes to whatever drug laws, but Prop 83 hits different, allowing Californians to keep up to 7 ounces of hallucinogenic toad venom for personal use, plus 2 gallons of synthetic peyote and rando Guatemalan lab bought with crypto off the dark web. Bussin'. 83 also incentivizes the best and brightest in tech to live and work in Silicon Valley by making vaping in offices, hospitals, and Ferrari dealerships mandatory.
Can I hit that?
Sure, but I only vape Merlot.
Who?
And with Prop 83, everybody gets a black friend. Like my man... Nate here. Nate and I love to hang on the weekends and do the stuff that Nate loves to do.
I like bird watching.
Whatever. Prop 83 gets binoculars for all, especially the blind, and earmarks $200 million to build a museum at Zac Efron's birthplace, so future generations can learn about the High School Musical franchise, his nutritional regimen, and Zac's ab routine as well. And lost another black friend. 99. 100. Hey, brother, can I get a squirt of that good stuff? So do me a solid to ensure a bright future for all Golden Staters skaters. Vote yes on Prop 83. Hey, do you watch Birds?
Paid for by the middle-aged woman rooting through Zac Efron's trash.
Wait, did you see that? The ending of that? You see what it says? Paid for by the middle-aged woman rooting through Zac Efron's trash.
That's a fact.
The brunchers, man. I think he kind of looks like him too. He did it. Like, that's pretty decent.
That was pretty good.
That's pretty fucking decent.
Pretty good.
Like I see it.
Yeah.
But speaking of the shithole California, and other news.
Wait, there's more.
There is more here. There's something interesting. Did you see that the mayor of Oakland, Xi Jinping or Shang Tao, she just got raided by the FBI.
I heard about that.
It's wild. It's interesting. As progressive lawmakers faces recall over soaring crime. So Oakland's embattled mayor Zhang Tao. I don't even know how that fucking makes sense. You know Oakland, like the Oakland, California, and all right. Has had her home raided by the FBI. Local media has reported the Democrat lawmaker's home on Maiden Lane was raided around 5:30 a.m. Pacific time Thursday.
Was that racist?
What?
What you just said?
About what?
The Oakland?
Well, I mean, I'm glad you brought that up, Andy. Here's my point. This is so let's just talk about it. This is Xi Jinping. This is the racial or ethnic makeup of Oakland, California. Right now, again, this is Oakland. How the fuck did Xi Jinping get in there?
Because those people don't vote?
Oh, all right. Fair point. You got me.
Bro, they don't got computers. They don't know how to register to vote, according to these people.
According to somebody just like her?
Yeah.
But apparently they're pissed. So the FBI, quote, this is a statement, quote, the FBI is conducting court-authorized law enforcement activity on Maiden Lane. We are unable to provide additional information at this time, the agency said on Thursday morning. A neighbor told ABC 7 News that she woke up to authorities banging on her door around 6 a.m.
It's always 6 a.m., bro.
It's always 6 a.m.
Man, every day at like 6:05, I'm like, I could breathe today.
The other trouble time is at night. I always get worried after 11 p.m.
I don't care if they come get me after.
No,
11.
it's the other break-ins.
Oh yeah, I can handle those.
11:05. I'm like, all right, we're good. Another night.
The day after CTI goes on, it's at 6:05 a.m. I'm like, all right,
we're good. But yeah,
if you guys ever call, you better bring me some breakfast, bro.
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's early. But yeah, so according to a law enforcement source, the raid is just one of 4 locations in Oakland that will be searched by the FBI. A picture of her home was seen surrounded by multiple unmarked black vehicles parked on the street. Earlier this week, it was revealed that Tao is facing a recall election as voters, and even those that may have not voted, complain about soaring crime in the Bay Area. They say her progressive, soft-on-crime policies have emboldened criminals and driven away businesses. Tao will face a historic recall election in November amid anger over her failure to get a grip on the situation in Oakland. And how many people are we talking? 40,000 people have signed the recall vote.
I mean, have you seen pictures of Oakland lately?
Oh, it's fucking
listen, dude.
Destroyed.
It's below third world level.
It's destroyed.
Yeah, bro.
Destroyed.
It's sad as fuck.
It's destroyed, man. So
they've lost their fucking sports franchises. They've lost their economy. They've lost their business. There's still people there trying to make it happen. And dude, it ain't happening there for a long time. It ain't. To recover what's going on in Oakland, it's going to take decades.
Yeah.
All because of people like this.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing people don't understand about these Democrat people. They're not Democrats. You think they're Democrats. You think 20 year ago or 25 year ago Democrat. That's what you think. For the working class, cares about minorities, supposedly,
right,
etc. That's not what these people are. These people are communists and Marxists. This is a completely different thing, including Gavin Newsom. What people don't realize is that these people have no problem at all standing in front of you and telling you, just like that spoof was, we're going to get binoculars for the blind. They'll tell you fucking anything to get your vote. They do not give a fuck about delivering on any of it. It's all about personal power. It's all about personal wealth. It's all about what they can get. And dude, you guys, everybody that votes for these people makes the mistake of believing that these people have a conscience or a soul. Listen, how many people have you met in your life who legitimately do not give a fuck about anyone else? There's a couple, right? Like it's abnormal for somebody to be that sociopathic, that manipulative, that selfish. But we all know one or two people like that. We've all had a relative.
Like a personal interaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you think about that person and then you think about that person in the role of politics, this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people that go up there like this woman and completely lie, say we're going to do all this stuff, we're going to do all these things, and then when the money comes, they figure out how to steal it, and they do not intend to do anything beneficial for it. Cori Bush is a great example of this in St. Louis. People in St. Louis, black people, believe that Cori Bush cares about them. Cori Bush does not care about them. Cori Bush cares about Cori Bush. Cori Bush cares about what's going to happen to her. She's on TV telling people she's a fucking spiritual healer. She's talking about how, she like misappropriating the funds for her security and all
Her boyfriend.
Yeah, bro. Like, dude, these people, they have nothing. It's not like these people were ultra wealthy, successful people that are like sacrificing their time to serve. These are people who had nothing and saw an opportunity to get something by getting themselves voted in. And they figured out that if they just say they're going to do a bunch of free shit for people, that people will fucking vote for them. And dude, until people start waking up and realizing, and by the way, that can be said for a ton of the fucking Republicans as well. They just do it a little bit differently. There's very few people that are serving our country in government right now who are actual pro-American type people that give a fuck. And isn't it interesting how the media has branded America First people as some sort of fucking tyrants or terrorists? Like, bro, what is wrong with saying that no money should go anywhere else but the United States? Okay, Candace Owens is getting lit up over this because she's saying the same things as Nick Fuentes, right? Who's saying, hey, bro, we shouldn't be giving our power to Israel. We shouldn't allow Israel to have so much influence on America. We shouldn't allow our tax dollars to go to these wars. Our children shouldn't go to these wars. What is wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. It just goes against what some of the biggest PACs in the world, like AIPAC and these other places, want, because it's exposing the truth, and then they try to trash these people. If you sat every single person down in this country and you said, you want to pay 10% tax? They'll say yes. Do you want our money to go to our neighborhoods? They're going to say yes. Do you think our money should go to Ukraine or should go to our neighborhoods? They're going to say our neighborhoods. Okay. Do you think Israel should call the shots for the American government, or do you think the people who we elect should call the shots for the American government? They're going to say the people we elect. Every single fucking actual American is in line with that. It's just that the media creates this narrative that that's some sort of extremism, or that's some, and by the way, there's some extremist shit everywhere. There's some extremist shit over there on the far right. But simply saying what I just said, no country should be running our country, no money should be going to these other places when our country is in the state that it's in, we shouldn't be overtaxed, our tax dollars shouldn't be stolen and squandered. They're painting that to be extremism. And that is exactly what the we need. So if that's extremist, put me on whatever list you want, motherfucker, because that's what I believe. And that's what most Americans believe if they were actually interviewed about what they truly believe should be happening. But instead, they're propagated with all this bullshit. They're distracted with all this division. They're told that the person down the street who's a different skin tone than them is their fucking enemy. They're told that, because they were born a certain skin tone, they're either racist or they can't achieve anything because they're too fucking disadvantaged and too neglected. It's complete nonsense. They tell you that fat being a fat, lazy slob is somehow virtuous, and being in shape is some form of supremacy or extremism. They tell you that it's normal to, look at porn all day instead of being in a relationship. They attack Christianity. Listen, this is insane shit. So if I'm an extremist for disagreeing with all of that shit, then it is what the fuck it is. And I invite all of you to fucking join me. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. And Candace Owens ain't saying anything wrong. She's not saying anything wrong. She's saying the fucking truth.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think that this raid was about?
Probably some fucking international spy shit, if I had to guess.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
Probably some international pay-for-play, destroy America spy shit. Do you know why? Do you know why they want to destroy California so bad? Do you know who's buying up all the real estate in California?
I know.
Yes, right. Chinese citizens are, because their fucking economy is so unstable that the American economy provides a place for their money to, and is as unstable as we think it is, theirs is way worse. So these guys come over here and they buy all the houses. They buy all the buildings. They don't care if the buildings rot. They don't care if the houses rot, because their money is more stable there than it would be over there. Okay, over there, it's at risk of being seized for them sneezing wrong. Over here, it's not. Okay, and when you look at the economy of the United States and you say, well, the economy is doing really good, it's propped up by money coming from overseas, and the American people are getting crushed. All right, so, bro, here's the reality. That's a whole nother thing. No citizens from any other country, especially adversaries like China, should be able to own property here.
None.
Yeah, at least for a while.
None. No, there's no point, because I can't go to China and buy a house. Huh? I can't go to Russia and buy a house.
That's right. We need to start playing by the rules everybody else plays by.
Yeah. No, they're telling me to get the fuck out of the country, black boy. Like,
no, that's not what they would say.
What would they say?
They're racist as
Oh, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was being.
Yeah. You try and get me to say it.
Huh?
Yeah. What was that? What was that one you did, dude? That guy's fucking funny.
Hey,
dude.
Tate's Wilder.
What's that fucking thing you did that when we were?
My pronouns?
Yeah. What are your pronouns?
I think we should practice them right now. Actually, I think everybody in the room.
What are yours?
My pronouns. So I go by Nick, her. I think everybody should practice that.
Practice your pronouns. You already got me with that once, bro. We got that on camera too, don't we? Oh, I think we did. It's fucking hilarious. It took me like 3 times of saying it before I figured it out when he was fucking. Dude, that was funny shit. Hey, bro, have you seen that fucking clip going around of that chick? The Hawk Tua chick?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I haven't seen the full video of what it was.
Bro, it's so fucking funny. She's like, you got to spit on that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Tua.
Yeah, dude. It's so
I've
good.
seen just the Hawk Tua part.
Oh, bro, it's so good. It's just the way she says it. It's so funny.
Fuck.
Like, it's almost like comedy before fucking like it's just some real shit. Like, this chick's had a couple beers. She's talking some shit. It's just funny as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, boy, you got to spit on that thing. Hot Tua. Spit on that thing. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's so fucking good. I've watched every video of her doing it, too.
Yeah.
She went from, like, nobody knowing who she was to, like, the most famous chick in the world in, like, 12 hours.
Yeah.
There's songs with the remix now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's like the viral of July.
Yeah, but it's fucking legit funny. It's not like we're making fun of her. It's just fucking funny shit.
Yeah, I like it. Well, guys, jump in on this conversation about communist
spit on that thing.
Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, let's get to our thumbs up or dumb as fuck. Our last final segment of the show, guys, as always, where we show a video, we bring it up, we talk about it, we show an article, bring it up, we talk about it, and we get one of those 2 options. So with that being said, our thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, horrified man wakes up in hospital to find his genitals removed by doctors after he was tricked into a sex change operation amid bizarre land feud in India.
What? Okay. Proceed.
Yeah. Listen, I saw sex change tricked into sex. We had to do it. So police in India are investigating an incident that saw a horrified man wake up in hospital to find he was tricked into a sex change operation as part of a bizarre land grab attempt. The 20-year-old man from Sanjak village in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh, known only as Mujadid, accused another man, Amprakash, of misleading him into believing he had an urgent medical issue that needed to be solved. After going to Muzaffarnagar Medical College, he was put under the knife by a team of trained doctors on June 3rd. Following the surgery, Mujadid woke up to find that surgeons had removed his genitals. NDTV reported, quote, "When I regained consciousness, I was told that I had been changed from a boy to a girl." Oh my God. Mujadid recounted. The afflicted man alleged that the incident was the culmination of a 2-year campaign of threats and harassment by Amprakash, but the extent of their relationship is still unknown. Here's a picture of the hospital that it was done at, which personally I don't think I would get a physical there.
I wouldn't go to the bathroom there.
But Amprakash allegedly told Mujadid that he would now have to live with him as he would be ostracized by friends and family. He also allegedly threatened to shoot Mujadid's father and seize his share of the family land. He said, quote, "I changed you from a man to a woman, and now you have to live with me. I have prepared a lawyer and prepared a court marriage for you. Now I will shoot your father, and the land of your share will be named after me, and then I will sell it and go to Lucknow," Mujadid recalled. But instead of being cast out by his local community, workers from a local farmers union set up a protest at the medical college, calling for an immediate legal and criminal action against Amprakash and the involved doctors. Local cops have since arrested Amprakash and are said to be investigating the involved doctors. Mujadid's family are also suing, claiming that his life has been severely affected by the horrific incident.
Severely affected? Bro, his fucking life's over. They cut off his dick.
And balls.
Yeah. Bro, listen, the same thing should be done to that guy, the other guy.
I think that would be fair.
Yeah.
I think that would be fair.
Yeah. I would normally say death because that's my go-to.
You like it?
Yeah. I'm like drawn and quartered or dissected. Those are things I like.
Just castration.
Yeah, but I think doing the same thing would be more painful for that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, there is some weird shit that happens over there.
Well,
it's
bro,
a beautiful country.
It's
like that's beautiful. I like the greenery. I mean, that's a little. I'm not gonna say it.
Well, listen, man, you got fucking billions of people in a very tight
Like 2
area.
blocks.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be what.
What?
It
is. It's a lot of people in a very small square
India's
footage.
big, bro.
Why don't they use it all then?
I don't know. All I know is this. It would suck to have your...
Bro, imagine waking up, bro.
No, dude, I can't imagine that. Like, I would fucking... what would you do?
Bro, that's what I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'd kill that guy for sure.
Oh, bro.
For sure. I wouldn't care what happened to me. It wouldn't matter.
Put it back on
Bro,
right now.
have you ever seen the show Dexter?
Mm-mm.
Bro, I started watching that. It's pretty good. Because, I was pretty bored. I've never seen it before. But, dude, so this guy, and everybody's listening is probably like, bro, you're 10 years behind. That's fine. I'm 10 years ahead in other ways, motherfuckers.
Right.
Okay?
What have you done for domestic terrorism?
That's right.
You know
Not
what I'm
only
saying?
that, I built something in those 10 years. It's not like I fucked it off. Anyway, Dexter is this guy who's got he's a forensic scientist or a forensic cop, a blood specialist. But what he does is he uses his skill set to find these kind of people and he fucking dissects them, dude. Yeah, it's awesome. I watched the very first one in the first 5 minutes. He catches this dude who killed these little kids and he starts fucking cutting them up. It's badass, bro.
So it's like a vigilante justice.
Yes,
type of
yes,
show.
it's awesome. He's like a sick serial killer.
But in a good way.
Well, the storyline is basically like he was born with this like drive to kill people, and his stepdad like harnessed it to get him to do good with it instead of just killing random people. But it's fucking great. But anyway, we could use some Dexter, bro.
Let's send Dexter.
Like we should use, every neighborhood should have a Dexter. Every fucking neighborhood, even in the United States, should have a Dexter.
Yeah.
Like if you're fucking around with the kids, bro, Dexter's gonna get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There used to be a time in America where every neighborhood did have a Dexter.
Yeah.
They had a grown man in the neighborhood that you didn't fuck with the other people because you knew what would happen to you. Where are those motherfuckers?
Probably locked up for mafia.
We need the mafia.
I agree. It was safer with the mafia.
We need the motorcycle gangs to get back into fucking regulating society. We need the Italian mafia to make a comeback and start regulating society. We need vigilante justice.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
That's real shit.
We need it. We need people that are smart and not traceable to fucking step up and take care of some of the shit going on.
No, you wouldn't have people waking up with their dicks cut off.
Yeah, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit.
So it was just obviously thumbs down.
Yeah, this is horrible.
It's terrible, man. I feel really bad for what's his name?
Bro, it sounds to me like this kid just got manipulated, bullied, because this guy wanted their land.
But like that's my thing. Like that's a crazy. Okay, like try to plan this. I want to take somebody's shit. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell him he needs surgery. Get the doctors to cut his dick off so I can marry him, and then
he in line to inherit his shit.
Line. Just go take his shit.
I mean, is it that different than what some of these bitches do to rich men?
I mean, they don't cut the shit off, but yeah.
It's the same thing. They'll fucking play and pretend
financially
and
castrate.
Yeah, and they'll fucking tell the guy anything that he wants to hear, and then when they get in the position, then they divorce him and they take half his shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And women are why do men not want to get married anymore? Well, because what's the advantage of marriage when women culture for the last 15 years has been about that?
Right. Yeah. Financially cutting my dick off.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
It's true.
It's true. Yeah. All right. Well, thumbs down on this one. Guys, Andy, that's all I got.
All right, guys. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.